Hey guys and gals, sorry about the late start. Still working on the living room, and I actually did start dozing off again. Go figure. Then I looked at my phone, it said 1 minute after 7, and I'm like, I better get in there and get with everybody. Oh, let's get this thing all synced in here together. And pay attention to the clock. Good evening, Jan. Hey, Terry. Hey, Jay. Hey, Ty. Oh. Hey, Tony. Good to see everybody. Oh, let me go on and do my thing here. My thing. Oh. Bloody mail popping up, stopping me from typing. All right, there we go. There's that. Boost, there's that. All right, now let me catch up here. Hey, Richie, good to see you, bud. Okay. Paulie, good to see you. Hope everybody's doing good. All right, now we can do the share thing. Finally, I got everything else set. Too many things going on. Oh, you bloody damn thing. Now I got to do it again because the thing didn't. There we go. Now we're there. Jen just went off on a bunch of people. Apparently, I'm a cold SOB. Well, we knew that. We knew he was, cold as ice, like frosted balls. Why did you go off on a bunch of people, Ty? Was hoping Ty was going to make us laugh tonight. It's still possible. It's still possible. I don't like that. Let me see here. Cooler than the other side of a pillow. I like that. Got my pup back from the vet. He's resting comfortably. Apparently, I could freeze Jack Frost in a block of ice because I'm done with sensitive people who get so easily offended with everything I say, and they take it literally. Huh. Wow. Do you deal with a lot of overly sensitive people? I didn't know that you had that many oversensitive people, buddy. No, Paulie. I smoke Supreme blends. Yeah, they're great cigars. They come in multiple flavors. I just happen to like the green haze. It's very mentholy. And that's when I smoke cigarettes. That's what I smoked was menthol. But these are very, very good. They actually have a hint of almost a green apple, but they are straight menthol. The company is called that's the company. Like I said, they're out of Dallas. If you look them up online, you can get them that way. So I hope everybody's doing okay tonight. Like I said, I am sorry for the late start. The daughter and I completely cleaned the living room again today. I assembled the new TV stand with the little electric fireplace in it that my wife ordered from Fingerbutt. Good morning, Fish. Hope you're doing okay, bud. She gets to pay that big whopping $25 a month now for damn near forever. But we're redoing the house from top to bottom since Grandma was not a cleaner. It's all on us now to bring this place back to its glory. I'm going to try to get her uncle out here sometime this week or next to power wash the outside of it. And we're going to start making this place look like a home and less like an 84-year-old woman that just don't care. I didn't think I did, but apparently I do. They take things personal too. Makes me just want to go without a phone. Contact me via telegram. Well, you know, that didn't work very well for Marty. It took 120 years for Doc's telegram to get there. Jan, give me a few minutes to mellow. I'll try to make you laugh like Jello. Oh, how's things going, Mr. Fish? Well, I hope. Looking forward to seeing you again, my friend. Good, good. I have that. I have that real small event on Sunday, the second, like 1 to 4, right out here at the Newton House on Decatur Highway, or Marcellus Highway. I mean, just northeast of town a little bit. You know, I'll be doing the cavalry captain for just a few hours for the Cass County Fall Festival. Other than that, you know where I'm at. Right here. Okay. Saturday's cool. Oh man. What a day, what a day. I could have very easily sat in my recliner and fallen straight back to sleep. Like I said, I was dozing off sitting out there, but my wife made an amazing big old pot of mushroom and broccoli Alfredo. I had me a big old bowl of that, then sat down with a little bit of peanut butter and a few graham crackers. And I was ready for snoozy land. And I thought, oh crap, it's 7 o'clock. I got to do my evening stream. Had to bail a friend out with a birthday candle. I wasn't going to eat before, but if you've ever tried to re-warm Alfredo, if you don't have the heavy cream to put back in it, you might as well be eating mortar once it gets hard. So she decided to make that tonight. So it's like, okay, well, I'm going to have to eat before and pray for the best. And wouldn't you know that she only bought one of the small cartons of cream to make the Alfredo sauce. So yeah, there was none left. I was even dressed real pretty for y'all. And I got so comfortable, I went put my jammies on and was kicking back in my recliner in the living room. Moved our TV out of the bedroom into the living room for the time being, and start using the living room for what it's meant for. So I'm going to tell you guys what, it is 7:22 here. In about 8 minutes, I'm going to put the link in here and we're going to let you all come up and tell some of your own stories. Haven't done this in a while. Figured what the hell? We always have fun doing it. Why not? Hey, Ian, good to see you, bud. Jay, hope you had a good week and you're officially off for the weekend now. My stories are not for mixed company. I don't buy that, Tony, because you always got everybody laughing in here. So I don't buy the not for I don't buy the not for mixed company thing. Oh God, he's working another Saturday. That's the word of the day, Jay. Right there. That's the word of the day. Retirement. Of course, as you guys can imagine, new entertainment center. Ralph's about Ralph's about to lose his mind. He has something new to lay in front of, like the king of the house that he is. Right there in front of the little electric fireplace, just turning around, watching it crackle behind him. No heat coming out of it though. We just got it on a decoration mode, so it's all flickering and stuff like that. But he's loving it. Retirement can be very boring. That's exactly what my dad said, Tony. But all my dad done was fish. And he got tired of fishing alone because my mom wasn't ready to retire yet. So she went on and got a full-time gig working at a local high school doing janitorial work. So, daytime when the old man wanted to cut loose and go fishing, she was never home. So he'd go by himself, went out and bought a bass tracker like the second year he was retired, sold it the beginning of the third year. He said he had it out 2-3 times while he owned it, said it wasn't worth the money he spent, got his money back. He was happy. Early working tomorrow, Saturdays is gone from 5 to 6 hours to 7 to 8 with the new program that they run on Saturday and Monday. I was really surprised when FedEx delivered this TV stand today. They actually carried it into the house. First time we've ever got anything from FedEx. 2 guys on the truck. They carried the boxes in for us and everything. I was really surprised. Joe, what's up, buddy? I'm doing good, man. Feeling a lot better than I was the other day. Waiting until 10 p.m. Then I'm so happy to be retired. That's when I used to go to work. They wouldn't come off the linoleum though. The young kid that was driving, he apologized, said, I got my boots on. I don't want to walk on your carpet. So, dude, we got a carpet cleaner, man. If you want, you carry it wherever you want to carry it. And they set it right inside the front door. I drug it out the middle of the floor, busted it open, and had it together. I had to brag to my dad because my dad always told me when you put things together, the more parts you have left over, the better you are. I realized I'm not very good because the directions said 2 hours with power tools. I had a ratcheting screwdriver and I had it together in like an hour and 15 minutes and didn't have any parts left over. So I apparently am not as good as the old man is. Yeah, normally they just leave it on the front porch, but this was, this had one box that was over 5 foot long, and then we had the little electric fireplace component in a separate box, so they didn't want to leave it outside. So they were nice enough to carry it right inside the door for us, which was good because there's no way in hell I could have picked that first box up. It had to weigh 175 pounds. I mean, it was absolutely huge. It took everything I had just to drag it out in the middle of the floor. All right, let's see here. All right, there's that. And booyah. I'm going to go on and pin that up here to the top. That way, folks can shoot their way up here if they want to. Jay wouldn't let me have a fireplace in my entertainment center. This one here is actually really cool. She got a real good deal on it. It has the little remote with it, so it can just be decoration, or it can actually, you can set the timer on it for when you want it to shut off, or you can turn the heat on where it actually blows. Pretty good. It's pretty nice. Was absolutely huge. Took everything I had to drag it middle of the floor. That's what she said. Exactly. I don't know. Maybe they want you to get up on screen and dance or something. I don't know. That always makes me laugh when you try to dance. That's what she said again. Well, Joe, you wasn't here this morning for my joke of the day. So if you would have been here this morning, you would have heard the joke of the day. That was pretty much right up that line right there. See, just the thought of you dancing cracks you up. Could you imagine what it could do for everybody else? Templar, good to see you, bud. You're doing well tonight. Might break our phones. Oh, I don't think so. All right, we got a squatch coming up.
What's up, brother?
What's up, bud?
Ain't nothing to it but to do it,
Oh,
Sitting
yeah.
over here lurking in your stream.
Yeah. I start to say I haven't seen you up in there saying much. So you just sitting back here lurking in the shadows.
I
Checking
was
things.
working.
Oh, okay.
I put out a whole bunch of shorts today, uploaded a whole bunch more, trying to schedule a couple of shows for next week. Everybody keeps saying, yeah, and then pulling out like the next day. YouTubers.
Yeah, I've been keeping my eyes on that since they made the big announcement here. Oh God, what 2 weeks ago that they were going to change how people got paid on YouTube, and it's like, okay, cool. We're about ready to break 600. It won't be long before we hit that 1,000 mark. We've already got over 4,000 watch hours. So, and then we come to find out it's about shorts.
Right.
And
well, guess what? You know how many views I got on shorts, right?
No.
Like, I got a whole bunch. I'm pushing just under 500,000. Almost all on shorts.
They're talking about 10 million views.
Right.
To be able to get paid for shorts.
Until, you know how you can tell them send you an email when you're qualified for monetization?
Yeah.
They don't just send it when you qualify. They send an email every time you pass a threshold. So you'll get one at 1,000 subs. You'll get one at 5,000 watch hours. You'll get one at whatever the next threshold is.
Mm-hmm.
I got an email saying that I'd reached 5,000 watch hours 2 weeks after starting my channel.
Mm-mm.
And then they changed the terms of service and took away shorts view time.
Uh-huh.
And I went from close to 6,000 watch hours down to 500 and some change. Ouch.
Yeah. And see, the sad thing is, and I didn't realize they were going to pull that crap, but the views you get on shorts do not count towards your watch hours. So you could have
the views count, but they don't count if they come from the feed. So if someone comes to your channel and watches your short, that counts. But if someone gets it off the feed, then comes to your channel and follows the feed in watching your shorts, that doesn't count. That took a while for me to figure out.
Huh. Wow.
That's what I said. Wow.
So what have you been up to?
Dying.
Besides choking to death. Don't die on my stream.
I do everything badly. My bad. Well, I was planning on going to see ATL in Atlanta, and that fell through. So then I was going to go to Kentucky for this past weekend, and our dog sitter. I have a huge mastiff, so I can't leave him alone. So our dog sitter fell through, so I had to stay home and do that. But it turns out we're having a barbecue blast this weekend in Tennille, a little town right next to us. I have to go check that out.
Yeah, you can't leave a mastiff home alone. Hell, you'll come home, he will have eaten all the furniture.
Not him. He eats remote controls and batteries.
Oh. Be scratching his belly to change the channels on your TV and stuff like that.
He's a big old monstrous one.
That's how my Malamute Timberwolf was.
Big boy. Father.
Tyson could stand up on his hind legs and look down into my eyes.
Oh, Moose. He stands up on his hind legs and looks out the back door. And if you're standing on the steps at the back door, he is definitely looking down at you. And it unnerves people. So what you got planned for this evening? What you doing? Their topic.
I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna find my way back to my leather recliner.
I hear you, baby. Sounds like a plan.
When my mother-in-law moved out, this leather recliner was her husband's when he was still alive. And when she moved out, she didn't want to move the big heavy thing, so she left it for me. That's probably one of the most comfortable chairs I've ever had in my life. I fall
Yep.
asleep in that thing, and the back don't lay back when you lift the leg the leg rest up.
Yeah.
So I could sit there, lean back in the corner, watching TV with my legs kicked up and just straight out.
I hear you.
That's what I was doing
I had to get
earlier.
rid of my good one.
I was sitting out here watching the Rifleman earlier, and I started. It's like, okay, sugar,
Yeah.
eat some sugar.
Well, here I am.
There he is, the old furry feller.
Yep.
I got asked by a couple folks if I ever thought about doing something about 1920 since I'm in the Midwest. Well, that's why the hell would you want to do something from the 1920s just because you're in the Midwest?
Yeah.
I think every place had the 1920s. I mean, I could be wrong, but I thought every place had the 1920s.
Everywhere except for Cuba.
Well,
they never quite made it.
True that.
Wait,
hey,
no,
Candy.
no 60s. They never made it to the 60s. They had the 20s. I guess.
Besides that, I'm not too awful worried about the 20s. Hey, Burnaby. Hope you're doing all right tonight, my friend.
Hello,
my
Bernie.
My daughter informed her mom last night that they're having a dance on tomorrow night at the school, and the theme is the 1940s. So everybody has to dress up 1940s style. So last night we were tearing this house apart looking for this sweater vest,
40s.
long
Yeah, I was just
sleeve
fixing to say that's
button.
what. That's like the seersucker suits and the elbow patches with the dog hound's tooth jacket, big long pipe.
The high-waisted pants that are real tight around the belly button and then flare out, not quite bell bottoms, but
Not
flare
quite,
out
but
down
like straight
the feet.
cuts. Yeah.
But we got her outfitted. I pulled up a whole bunch of pictures of women's 1940s style clothes. She didn't want to go with the dress and the wide brim hat, so we went a little bit more housewife-ish with her, and she was happy. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow night. It's the first high school dance.
Yeah. Oh, I had a bit of a high school period myself. Do you have a good high school period?
Oh yeah, I had a great high school period. Started drinking
I
at
did not.
16. Stopped at basic training. Started back in again 3 years later.
This might strike you as a bit of a surprise, but old Sasquatch was a bit of an ugly duckling, if you catch my drift.
No.
Yeah, dude, you wouldn't believe it. I was skinny as a rail, had big old huge teeth that were all crooked and snaggled as all get out. Had cowlicks in every single direction you could imagine. I developed sideburns at 12, but nothing else until I was 25. Think about that for a second. Peach fuzz sideburns, baby. I went with it. I said, screw it. I had white, just this snow white, peach fuzz, except it was just like this, but white. So I just went with it. I just shaved all the little errant hairs off. I still, to this day, you notice my beard forks naturally. There's a bald spot right here. Just not a hair at all.
Wow.
I always called it the button.
I went to a country school that was mostly farm kids. So, here was my low income family competing with a bunch of rich farm kids when it come to everything. My high school years, my parents couldn't afford to get us everything that we wanted, but they somehow managed to work enough overtime to get us everything we needed.
I have infinite respect for my parents. My mom was a hedge witch, and my dad worked in a freaking factory hell. Much respect.
My dad was a service manager, and my mom worked as a waitress.
That is
So
a respectable trade, and I don't care what anyone says.
yeah, she was up at 4 o'clock in the morning to be at the restaurant. Well, luckily it was only about 3 miles away, but she was there at 5 a.m. and she stayed in that place until 3 p.m. every day. And if she had a chance to work the dinner rush, she'd work on till 9 o'clock at night. So a lot of hours. I seen that woman put in some 16, 17-hour days in that damn place. That's why I graduated early. I kicked ass in high school. Everyone pissed me off. Met Jay my sophomore year. Then he graduated, went to college, and I was done. Had fun my high school years. High school was good.
High school was fine for character building exercise, but it taught me nothing about the rules of life. Nothing.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. We were watching repeats of The Big Bang Theory, and the one episode we were watching was the one where Leonard was supposed to give the commencement speech at the high school graduation he graduated from. And, what he said at the end of it during the commencement speech actually made a lot of sense. They tell you for years and years and years that high school is going to prepare you for life. All high school prepared me for was cirrhosis of the liver and a lot of heartbreak. And luckily, I didn't pay that much attention. So,
Um, I learned that you cannot trust teachers, you cannot trust people in authority, you cannot trust the people around you, and you cannot trust the people that work there. That's what I learned. I learned not to
now,
trust anyone. Then
yeah,
I
now,
learned to trust people to be themselves.
yeah, now that I'm older, I understand that. Back then, I didn't. I believe that
Right?
everything your teachers told you was the God's honest truth. They were doing everything in their power to get you ready for life. And, well, let's just say that when I got older, I realized they taught everything they were allowed to teach. That, it wasn't the teachers that were holding kids back. It was the education system that was holding kids back. They
Well,
wanted
yeah,
me to write a
every
short
2 years,
movie on the 1920s. They could use it for a video project. That works,
every two
Ty.
years, they come along and re-evaluate the entire learning credential system, which is what screwed me out of honor roll. My senior year, they came in and decided that classes I had taken my ninth grade year that counted towards my diploma would no
Mm-hmm.
longer count towards my diploma. And poof, suddenly I didn't qualify for honor roll. Wasn't on the dean's list no more neither.
Really?
Yeah, no, they just straight robbed that shit from me, and it pissed me off. I got mad, and when I got mad, I just stopped going. I just stopped going. And when I did go to school, two or three of the teachers in particular would single me out to pick on me because I was rarely there. I had a job.
Huh.
Like I was just like, and I told my pop straight up. I was like, look, I was like, you know the man that's in charge up there. He said, yeah, I've always hated that bastard. I said, you know it ain't gonna work well. This whole situation is just going to be a wash. I've put in all this effort, and they're just going to take it from me. He said, well, they can't do it if you don't let them. I'll tell
Yeah.
you what they did. They found a knife blank. Do you know what a knife blank is?
Oh, yeah.
It's basically just a piece of metal vaguely shaped like a knife.
Mm-hmm.
No sharp edges, nothing. You might could stick somebody with it, but not great. Anyway, they found this in my locker. Called me up there and was like, okay, we're going to have a tribunal because you got a weapon at school. I pulled my pocket knife out of my pocket and laid it on the table, and then reached down and pulled my boot knife out and set it down on the table. I said, you don't even want to know what's in my bag.
But,
Well, we're going to search it. And I picked all my knives up and left them with the blank. After a whole bunch of frou-for-all, they tell my pops, oh, this is a normal hearing. We're just going to decide whether he's expelled or not. We don't know. We haven't decided. Right. Turns out, yeah, we needed a lawyer. Yeah, it was criminal. Because 2 days after they found that knife blank, a couple of new chicks who had just moved into the county like a few weeks before decided to have a little knife fight in the freaking gym, middle of class. They're swiping at each other. So, of course, they pull out these little bitty knives these girls had, and then pull out that knife blank that I was making for the Vika competition. Yeah, what do you reckon happened immediately after that? I told them all to go fuck themselves, walked out. I was like, I'm done. That's it. Screw you. I'll go get a job. This is no longer an issue with me. I left that day, went and got my GED that afternoon. The whole test.
Wow. My school was so countrified. Every single pickup that parked in the parking lot at my high school had at least one gun in the back window. Some of them had two. And no one ever said squat about it. When I started high school, my freshman year, the teachers still had a smoking lounge. And the kids could go outside on lunch break smoking their cars.
We had a smoking tree. It was just this spot that was it was a hair off of campus and not quite on the property next door. And there was this tree over there. And it was one of those like Chanaberry trees, big umbrella job. Didn't get but about 14 foot tall. So you go stand under it, you about were invisible.
Rifles in the corner. Let me see here. Yeah, John, I am doing good. Feeling much better than I was earlier in the week. Feeling better than I was this morning. Seems like mornings are always the roughest. And then evening time, I start feeling better. Go figure, right in time to go to bed and wake up feeling like crap again. Hey, Snick. Let me see here. I carried a knife to school all day. I thought it was normal. Had a rifle in my back window. I had a pocket knife all through school.
Oh, no, I had a pistol in my pocket until I was 17. We had a flood that happened at the school as a byproduct of heavy rains, a clogged drain, and a broken bit of roof that let some drain from the roof into the building. And suddenly we had like knee deep water coming through. As a byproduct of that, I got wet. And when I realized I was wet, I pulled my pistol out of my pocket and wrapped it up in a paper towel and stuck it in my bag. And the teacher saw me do it and lost her fucking shit. She lost it, dude. And I went up to the office, and here's the thing. My pops went to school with the people that run the school. So when I went to the office, I was like, look, she's getting all so upset about my pistol. I don't understand. He sat down. He said, Raymond, you're not supposed to have a pistol at school. And I was like, what the hell do I do if somebody attacks me? And he was like, no one's going to attack you at school. I said, easy for you to say, you're carrying a pistol at school. He said, that's neither here nor there. I was like, really? We're not playing this game. No. I've been carrying a pistol my whole life. I'm not stopping today.
3 years after I graduated, the school was raided. 10 students were arrested. They confiscated over $8,000 worth of drugs and cash.
Must have been a slow day.
Yeah. It's not a gun problem destroying the country. It's a people problem.
It is.
I've been saying that. I've been saying that since Columbine.
I really upset some of my wife's folks. They're all hardcore Democrats and gun control freaks. And I was sitting at a family dinner one night with about 3 generations of the family, and they were getting in hard on gun control. And I pulled my pistol out of my pocket, dropped the clips, emptied it, and set it on the table. And I told it, now don't you go causing no problems while I'm gone. And went and got me another plate of ham. Everybody sat there with their jaw open, just waiting. I came back, reloaded it, dropped it back in my pocket, said, good gun. Didn't run off to shoot nobody while I was gone.
That's right.
None of them ever do. It's the people that do it.
Well, you weren't part of the channel back when I had the old channel. Here about 10 2 years ago, I think it was, I took one of my Civil War revolvers out back when I was still doing a lot of my filming outside and stuff, and I loaded it up right there, laid on the table, even pulled the hammer back, sat there, pointed to me. I said, "Fire, fire!" I screamed at that thing for 10 minutes. It didn't do nothing but lay
Wouldn't
there.
do it. Wouldn't do it. I was dating a chick that was real strong on gun control, not realizing who she had signed on with, right? And I explained to her that more gun control means using both hands. Gun control. What you're trying to do is strip people of their rights. She said, "No, I'm not. I'm not trying to take people's guns. I just don't think they should be able to buy them anymore."
Can you read the chat?
Yeah, I have it right here. What's up?
All right. Well, Snick was talking about your beard.
Wow. Maybe
Now,
not. I got stood up tonight.
now I understand those things are really good for flavor saving, but I didn't know you could actually store stuff in them.
Well, it's more of a on deck sort of situation.
Oh, okay.
It takes a strong beard to understand.
Don't let Alec Baldwin near your revolver.
No, no. We don't let Alec Baldwin near firearms or back powder rifles in general. I don't even want him near candy.
I got 8 guns laying on my desk that have done nothing to no one. I know, Tony. You always keep them right there in case.
Here's one for you. Ever since I started my show, you can't see it, but there is a pistol in this frame, and it's been there since day one. It's right there. Hot as a firecracker.
Huh.
You just can't see it. It blends in.
Guns, drugs were only found 4 times when I was in school last year. There was a homemade bomb thing. The kid didn't have it completely put together. I keep right next to the bed. I don't need a gun next to my bed. I've got all kinds of really awesome throwing things right next to my bed.
Well, I'll keep a gun next to my bed because it's also next to my computer. So this works. It's not like I'm sleeping with my AK or nothing.
Yeah.
It ain't like that. Although it ain't terribly far away either.
Not sure if you want to know what I found so far.
Yeah, a particular picture. Yes, sir.
My Mrs. 38's in our bedroom. That's all right. Down here in Cincinnati this morning at Princeton High School, someone called in a person carrying a gun in the school. It was a hoax, but also it was 9 times across the state. Wow. I'd like to know why people think that's funny.
The same reason they swat people where they're alive. Just anarchy and mayhem.
The really funny thing is the school up here in Michigan that got hit last year, right before the end of the school year. Over the summer, they hooked up with a security agency that's made up out of nothing but ex-Green Berets and stuff. And these guys sat down and they designed a program that hooks into all the doors and windows and stuff in the school. And the second that the cameras pick up a person with a firearm, all of the internal doors lock and secure, all the exit doors lock and secure, all the windows lock and secure. And
do you think this is a good idea, though? I don't think so. I don't think so. I do not want to trap my children in a box with a killer. No, thank you.
Well, and see, that's just it. That's the deal with all the internal doors locking, is they now have no way to get into the classrooms to these kids. They're stuck in the hallways. Well, and with the office personnel.
and somebody just got locked in with a killer. That's no good.
Yep.
Because if that door doesn't lock, that individual can run away. If that door does lock, he's trapped in a room with a killer. And it might be 30 kids. It might be 60. It might be a whole gymnasium. But nobody thinks about that, do they? They
Nope.
just want to stop all the cobra bites. They don't worry about what happens when you start paying for cobras.
I found a miscarriage.
Are you familiar with that one? Okay, so back like 1870, 1860, there was an unconscionable number of cobra bites of English-speaking people in India. It was
Okay.
just unmanageable. So the Crown, in its infinite wisdom, decided to pay the people for every cobra they brought in. First year, it was great. Nobody got bit. Second year, it was fine. No one got bit. The third year, the bursar looked over at the Crown and said, "Hey, y'all do realize we're spending like 2 million crown a year, right?" They're like, "Why?" Well, they're bringing in that many cobras. What did they do? You tell me what they did.
They
get paid to bring in a cobra.
They quit bringing in cobras?
No, they farmed them. They went and made cobra farms and were bringing in tons and tons of cobras. And then the British says, "Nope, nope, we're not going to pay for the cobras anymore." And they turned them all loose. Guess what happened the following year? 3 times as many cobra bites as the previous year of record.
God.
The law of unintended consequences. Oh, it's a real bitch.
They found a miscarriage in an elementary kid's bathroom. What?
Yeah, that's truth. That type of stuff is going on.
That's insane. That's insane.
It's inappropriate and wrong for sure.
Yeah, I remember hearing a comedian years ago. They were talking about guns in schools. He said, you know, when we were in school, we brought frogs to school. Now you bring a frog to school, somebody gonna shoot it.
Yep.
It's like those little bastards that were out here in front of my house 2 weeks ago, torturing that little baby snapping turtle. I opened up the door. I lied to him. I straight up lied to him, but I didn't want him torturing the little thing because I heard one little girl say, "Stick a stick down its mouth." I heard another little girl say, "Kick it like a football all the way down the road." And I'm sitting there thinking, this is the girls. I can't imagine what the boys are thinking.
The boys aren't nearly as aggressive anymore.
I opened up the door. I said, "Hey," I said, "I don't want to be a party pooper for you guys, but you realize that torturing a baby snapper is as bad in the state of Michigan as torturing a painted turtle. You're talking jail time, and there ain't nothing mommy and daddy can do to help you." And they all took off running. I went down, picked the little guy up, and he's sticking his little head out about 6 inches and trying to bite on me. And I'm like, "Nope, you're going up here in my cooler. We're going to take you back to the lake." As soon as the wife got home, we threw the cooler up in the back of the car, took him down the lake to the boat ramp, and picked him up and set him down on the edge of the water. And little shit took off a swim, and wife walked all the way out the end of the dock and watched him. He just kept popping his head up, looking at her, go back under, pop his head back up. It's like that little guy is thankful. Ferris, what is up? Hope you're doing good. Hoping to hook up with you guys real soon, do an investigation or something.
Be careful using those words. Might trigger something in chat talking about hooking up with folks.
Yeah, I got to read that real quick.
Don't read it. It's embarrassing enough just to mention it. I really Have no idea how to deal with compliments. I never figured that part out. Didn't get enough of them for it to matter.
Well, you know, nothing that a set of handcuffs can't fix, or a set of nylons. Just depends on what you're into.
Anything that'll let me in.
Damn, dude. Seriously. Wow.
Trisexual.
Try anything once. Yeah, Ferris. Anytime, man. Anytime you guys are in the area. I don't even know exactly where the states y'all are, but yeah, anytime you're in the area, man, or you feel like going out and doing something. I was going to do something Sunday night, and it's like, man, I am not going to take the chance. I've got to. If I push myself Sunday night, my luck, I'll sleep through the stream on Monday morning. I think I'm just going to hold off till after next weekend.
Yeah, you can't force it, man.
Yeah, since I don't know exactly what's wrong, why I'm so sick and so tired in the morning, and then evening time I'm starting to want to doze off as soon as I eat and everything. I until I can get a handle on it, get myself back to 100. I'm not taking no chances with it. I don't want to be down for the count. I get too much joy out of coming in here in the morning and working on videos and stuff like that. I'll just wait. I'll wait.
Check this out. I can't do that. I cannot put a schedule in front of myself and meet it. I'll sit there and stare at the computer like this. I'm supposed to work for 4 hours. I do this for 4 hours. I'm like, then a couple of days later, I'm screwing off somewhere and I get some stupid idea in my head and I just go get in my truck, go home, and they find me at the computer 6 hours later. Giggling maniacally.
That's why I get up so early. I figure it gives me plenty of time to come in here and drink 3 or 4 or 5 cups of coffee.
Ooh,
start doing all my downloads and everything. I just turned on my percolator. I thought I could sit in here and do this without my coffee, and no, I ain't doing it.
Say hello. That is a sassy squatch.
That's a sassy what?
A sassy squatch.
Oh, okay.
I'm Sasquatch. I have wife Squatch, and that's sassy squatch.
That's not what I thought you said, but I'm glad we clarified it.
Oh, I'm very clear. I'm almost translucent. I get moonburn if I stay up too late.
Yeah, Candy, I actually wasn't going to I wasn't going to drink any coffee tonight, and I thought I can sit in there and do a couple hours and not worry about it. And the longer I sit here, the more I hear the percolator call my name, and it's like, okay, yep, time to fire it up.
Yeah. I heard yours a while ago, and I was sitting there looking around trying to figure out what the noise was because I got a new roof and it just sounds different. I was like, no, that's not here. That's over there. What is that coffee? Now I'm getting coffee. Stop sitting on me, Moose.
Why are you not drinking coffee? Speaking of videos, what's that, Ty? Speaking of videos. I'm conscious I have coffee. Well, that's okay. This'll give me a chance to empty out the basket, get rid of the old grounds after the stream tonight, and make a big old fresh 1.5 gallons of coffee for tomorrow. Got one to give you. Okay, that's cool, Ty.
Well, Snake, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Then just I don't know what else to say.
I just finished my evening about. Oh yeah, Snick's apparently interested in you being her cowardly lion any day. Growl.
I said, put him up, put him up. Oh, I'm sorry, Moose.
Sadly enough, though, and I've been forgetting to say something. I've still been trying to make it happen. Since MPS broke up and everybody kind of went their separate ways, except for Mark and Heather and me and Danny. My my expedition for Sasquatch that I had planned for October looks like it is going to be a no-go this year.
Well, that's good. Really, you already found him.
I mean, it really kind of sucks because I was looking forward to going up to Manistee State Forest with all the guys and stuff, and setting up the closed circuit cameras and all the sound equipment and everything, and seeing what we could find. But yep, gonna have to wait till next year. Oh my goodness, Nick says on live chat here. Shh. I've been reading Snick's cracks, Joe.
Maybe I'll just go back to not reading chat.
I don't know, but seeing the reaction you're getting with the hair and everything, I'm thinking about not cutting my hair again, just letting it grow back out.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Calgon,
exactly.
Take me away. Hate me because I'm an asshole.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Cheryl, good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well tonight. I unfortunately have to cut my hair. Nobody's got a gun to your head saying you got to cut your hair. You cut your hair when you want to cut your hair. That Squatch is an all-around nice guy.
I am now. I am a recovered troll, and I don't apologize for it.
I do for court. Yeah, that's true. Doing good, thank you. Hope everyone is well. But and see, you know my feeling about trolls. You know.
What about recovered trolls?
They show me respect. I show them respect. I've even let them come into the chats before, as long as they're respectful. They come in here, have a little bit of fun, joke around. They're not offensive or abusive.
Right. Abusive. I don't mind a little bit offensive. Offensive can get a point across that maybe can't be gotten across another way.
Yeah.
Abusive crosses the line, and all of my mods will douche you out the very first time you say make an abusive statement.
Hey, we've actually got a few people in here that have been trolls, and one of them actually told me one night, dude, we love you. You respect us. We respect you. Anybody ever comes in here starting shit in your stream, we'll take care of them. So it's like, dude, I got my own little troll army hiding under bridges everywhere, just waiting to attack.
You have no idea, bro. You have no idea. You do know who tipped me off to your channel, right?
Huh?
Carrie?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He's like, you need to go check him out. And like for 2 or 3 weeks, I was subscribed, but I was doing stuff when you'd go live, and I kept missing it. And I kept missing it. Finally, I hooked up on one of your lives, and that was, I think I hosted you, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, something like that.
Wow.
You know, I'm having trouble getting guests now.
Really?
when I hit 1,000 subs, anybody under 1,000 subs stop talking to me because they think I'm not interested. And anyone over, significantly over 1,000 subs, don't talk to me because I'm not interesting enough. Oh, wow. It's like being in middle school all over again.
Damn those clicks.
It's okay. I know how to break barriers. Been doing it all my life. Rules, they're there to be broken. And remember this. Yeah. Keep this under your hat. This is full on Sasquatch lore here. This is actual swamp wise. Punishable by fine means legal or price.
Makes sense.
If you are willing to write that check, go right ahead. You might not have to, but chances are they are going to catch you. They used to get upset with me because I'd always leave right before the cops showed up. And it became a little underground myth that either I was associated with the cops or I was psychic, one or the other. And then finally somebody came out and asked, how do you walk out before the cops show up? I said, you're joking, right? No, they think you're a cop. You're joking, right? No. How do you walk out before the cops show up? Okay, so check it out. When Joey pulls his gun and shoots the light bulb, the cops will be along here in a little while, and I did. It's not magic. It's logic.
Makes sense.
Right?
Makes sense. I'll guest on your stream. I'd be happy to. Just had that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Emails, CaucasianSasquatch@gmail.com. I'm available most days. I need one test stream to verify sound functions. After that, we do it how you like. 57 minutes for the show. It's not hard. Ask Drew. You just talk to me. That's it. Answer the question. I'm going to ask you about your channel. I'm not going to ask you about your kids or your litigation or your second wife or your mortgage or none of that. I don't care. I don't care what you vote for or how you vote or how you dress. None of that matters. I would prefer clothing within YouTube guidelines.
That takes all the fun out of a live stream.
Hey, that's not my choice. That's YouTube.
Hey, Blaine, good to see you, bud. It's Panda Magic. It's Panda Magic.
Hey, John Eagle. I meant to share this before I came up here. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, you're fine.
I know. They just told me.
I know you got one not so secret admirer in the chat.
Like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know what else to say.
It's true. Oh, you're invisible, Blaine? Gotcha. Man, I wish Blaine was here, guys. Shh, he's invisible. Got a big kick out of the video yesterday, Blaine. For those of you guys that don't belong to spinning and winning slots with Blaine, you have to go over and check out his channel. He puts out videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Every once in a while, he'll slip one in of an evening time if he's got some extra goodies to show from one of the casinos. But it is hilarious sitting there listening to him when he starts to when he starts to hit his roll on the slots. It's hilarious. Just all of a sudden, he'll be sitting there talking about, okay, here's this, and all of a sudden, oh shit, look, and he's right there in the middle of a crowded casino, and I'm sure about 50 different eyes are turned around, going, huh? What? Coming in, greetings from Colorado, babbling and cussing. That's what it's all
Colorado.
about. Blaine had a good video today. I missed yesterday's video.
Hey,
I'll
Buckle
have to
Bunny.
go back and watch.
Long time no see.
Just a figment of our imagination tonight. It's all right. Blaine's probably sitting somewhere spinning and winning this evening anyway, making new videos.
Can't do that.
Got to entertain folk.
Sure. That's fine. I can't do that. That is gambling.
I keep telling him we have to get together again and collaborate again and have and just call it like spinning and whining with Blaine and Drew, because I don't win. So I mean,
right. No. I do win. That's why I don't gamble. I don't consider it gambling. I win. Not always, not everything, but consider this. I'm a specialist at nothing. I do everything badly, but I can do everything a little bit. So it doesn't make any sense when I sit down to a game of cards and beat everyone at the table while asking exactly how this works. Is it this way or that way? But I know all about cards. My dad was a gambler, and he taught me all that shit. It's just part of the persona, you know. When you run game on a table, you run game on the whole table. Same thing on
I have
YouTube. You run game on a channel, you run game on the whole channel.
I have never sat down at a table game. My wife works the casino. I have never sat down at a table game. I'll go and find a slot that I'm used to, a little penny slot, and I will sit there for hours on end. Now, granted, since losing the old channel, not having paychecks coming in anymore, I've not been to a casino in almost a year. But, you know, sometime I've always been real logical about it, since I know if I am lucky enough to win, the streak don't last long. So yeah. I'll take a $20 bill in, and I'll get my whatever free cash I've got, which I've not even had any free cash in the system for 6 months. So, you know, I might have 25 bucks to play with, but as soon as that 25 bucks is gone, I don't care if I've won 75 bucks. As soon as that 25 bucks is gone, I'm done.
Right.
I cash out, I walk out.
Here's my issue. I feel like I'm using something up when I'm winning, as if there is a commodity inside of my anatomy that I can feel. And when it runs out, it's gone. And if you've ever been standing next to a fence you was absolutely, or a gate that you were positive is open, and had a bull run through it only to run right by you and go after some other people while you're standing there with the food going, because it uses something up, man. You don't want to use up all your luck in one spin, do you?
Exactly.
I'd rather save it for what I need it, or never need it. Die lucky. How about that? They'd be like, yep, you're supposed to go to hell, but lucky day, there's one gold star left.
All right, we got Ian back here backstage. I'm gonna pull him up here.
Yeah,
too.
Baby.
Hello,
Ian, get on up here.
Wow.
Hey, damn, that is one sexy bald man. Look at him. Jesus.
Yeah. Look at him sitting there chewing on dinner.
Yeah, you need to work on your beard a little bit, but that head is shiny. I like it. I do. I wish I could do that.
He polishes that dome anymore. They're going to be able to see him from ISS.
They'll be stopping him when he's riding down the road, flashing other people. Be bright lighting cars. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'll shut up immediately. I apologize.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Just just nothing much. Yeah, like I had to sell some of my like my um I had to sell some of my stuff. So yeah, so I'm saving you like the Ghostbusters ones, if you're, interested in buying them.
Possibly, maybe, sometime in the future,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah, because I just got like a way too much junk.
Well, some people call it junk, some people call it collectibles.
Yeah.
That's 4,000 views today.
Meaning them.
4,000 views today ain't bad.
Today. Yes,
Ain't
sir.
bad at all.
Yeah. Um. Oh yeah. So I went to go pick up like my stuff at my 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 PO box, and somebody sent me one of them.
You too, Blaine. Take care of yourself, bud. Enjoy your movie. We'll catch you later, buddy.
A phone thing. I can
Case?
my phone.
Yeah. Or an actual
All
iPhone.
right.
You got boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jay's
All right, so
starting
I'm
his beard
surrounded.
for the one.
Which one do I want to face?
I don't know. Well, this way. Well, that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, so you can't see me.
Poor Squatch stuck in the middle of stuff. Do I want to look at Drew? Do I want to look at Ian?
Uh,
Do I want to look at Drew? Do I want to look at Ian?
and so I took a nice little bike ride through through the East Cemetery.
What did that keyboard do to you, Drew? Why you beating on it like that?
Please.
I'm actually trying to learn how to type faster using more than two fingers.
I type with one hand.
Well, because I type with only one finger.
That's what I normally do. Just type like that, and you know, I, I'm trying to answer the folks in chat without interrupting you guys, and it's like, okay, we're gonna try multiple fingers here. It's like, oh my god, I can do it! Look, but I got to be careful because I don't have spell check on here. So,
Oh
Yes.
yeah, dude.
Ian, put on your cool shades. There we go. Where's the shades at?
I don't got no shades.
Let's go. Cool.
You don't need no shades. You're the one with the shiny head. We need the shades to talk to you, brother.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. My future's so bright. I gotta wear shades.
Yeah. Yeah, and oh yeah, know what? I got something. So that's my new host. What my show? I call him Sir You Dum Dum.
You say you got new hose on your show?
No.
Oh, I need some new hosts. My host stood me up.
Oh, okay, I see it.
In fact, I got yelled at by her dad.
Really?
First I knew there was a problem. Pulled up, he's like, "You're the one." I was like, "Yeah, sure am. I'm the right one. What's up?" He calmed down a little bit real quick when I stepped out the truck.
Yeah, you're not exactly a small feller.
I'm not a small man.
Just
And the thing
you
is, I drive like this. So if you see me in a truck, I might look like a little dude. But it's just, I don't know, it's just the way I drive. I don't know why.
thank
But
God you
when
didn't chop the
I
top
stand
on
up
that
straight,
thing.
right?
you
Been doing other things. What kind of things you been up to, Doc? I haven't even seen you go live for a while. Thought maybe you got tired of.
no. Oh yeah, so I gotta wait on the 28th to go back live because I went like all my StreamYard minutes.
Hey, brother, go start you another email address and start you a new StreamYard account with the same name. You get another 20 hours free.
Yep.
I don't do that.
Nope.
I don't, because my wife, as soon as she realized I spent 20 hours on a single show, she paid for me to have StreamYards for the next year.
Yeah. Well, because I spent way too much time on the computer and on the watching, stuff. So I got to think of what I can do to keep myself out of stuff.
Have you tried Pinochle?
No, but yeah, only but
How about cornholing? Have you tried cornholing?
or yeah,
Hey, Drew, I didn't know
I'm
that
not so,
cornholing was a game till I was 23.
I'm not saying a damn thing, Squatch.
but see, but I love to do walk raw, like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my goodness gracious sakes.
pill bottles. Everywhere I see pill bottles.
Shit, you ought
Well,
to
I'm
come
glad
and
I'm
look at the
over all that
box
shit.
sitting on my table on my side of the bed. You want to see pill bottles? I could open my own CVS right now.
Hard pass there, brother. I've had about enough of the pill bottles.
Yep.
I take a total of 13 pills a day, 6 in the morning, 7 at night. I got to stay on top of the Repinerol, the painkillers, and blood thinners more than anything, or I won't be able to walk.
Oh yeah, because
Yes, sir.
but
I understand.
but my doctor wanted to try to get me on marijuana gummies.
I am in a prohibited state. So what I will say is maybe you should listen to your doctor.
Yep. But yes. So I remember I went to a marijuana fair and I bought myself a whole bag of them. I ate the whole bag.
There was your first
I was
mistake.
higher than a kite.
Yes, sir. Hey, but here's the thing. All it'll do is make you freak out a little bit and get nervous. It won't hurt you.
Nope.
You'll think you go hurt. You'll be scared.
I don't know. I remember wasn't very long ago I had that incident with those drop cookies that my mother-in-law's friend made for grandma that I ate by accident. I'm here to tell you it'll do a lot more than freak you out. I thought I was
tell you
having a
about my neighbor's
stroke.
mama.
Yeah, and
Six drop cookies, all double doses. I thought I was having a stroke.
Yeah, because that kind of weird because I thought I was talking right to my friends, but I didn't even have my.
They weren't there.
No, because
Right.
and my computer was completely off.
There you go. Now you're having a good time.
Yep.
All right, so check this out. I had a buddy of mine whose mom is extremely religious. She was also divorced and on a second marriage. Was best buds with her son. She had a second kid that was 10 years younger than her son. We're like 16. The other kid's like 6, right? So we decided to make some pot brownies. And we made them right before the kid gets off the bus. She comes in smelling all the brownies. It's like, okay, we had another box. We were already making some perfectly ordinary brownies, and the weird brownies were already put up in a bag, in a box, in the closet. In a bag, in a box, in the closet. So when the kid comes home, there's a regular brownie sitting out on the table. Kid sits down, eats a brownie, goes in, starts watching cartoons. His mom comes home, smells brownies, but doesn't eat one of the brownies off the table. While we're gone to the store to go get drinks, she goes into his bedroom, into his closet, into his bag, into his box, and gets 3 brownies out. Eats all 3 of them.
Oh, Jesus.
We get home, and she's standing in the front yard with a rake and her cell phone. And she has raked a circle in the yard. That's it, maybe 10 feet into a pile. And now she's arguing with the cell phone about whether or not it's going to get signal. She's never had signal in her yard. Ever. Still don't. To this day. No signal there. So I don't know what she was thinking. But, I sat there in the truck, was like watching her while my bud went into the house to go get stuff. And he come back and he's like, somebody got into my brownies. I know who got into your brownies. Who? And I just pointed at his mom, who was walking around in the clean spot in the yard around the little pile she had raked, and was sitting there backhanding her phone, cussing at it.
Jan was wondering if Sasquatches play cornhole. Now, I knew wild Sasquatches played cornhole because, well, I mean, they just sneak up behind you and you're done with. But do domesticated Sasquatches play cornhole?
Well, I'm not 100% sure exactly how domesticated I am. I am a well-kept pet. I can admit that. But no, actually, I've never played cornhole. Closest I've ever gotten to it is skee ball. But I've been to a few gay bars. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I didn't know that cornholing was an actual game until I was 23. I walked into a store and saw a quote-unquote cornhole board and got immediately thrown out of the store because I told them they were bullshit and I'm not buying it. No such thing. And I'm never going to that Bass Pro Shop again.
Yeah.
We'll see you later, Ty. Have a good evening, bud. We'll see you later.
So I'm going to do is on October, I'm doing a 15 days of Halloween.
Wait, you're what?
I'm going to do a 15 days. I'm doing doing of Halloween. So meaning I'm
16 days of Halloween.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
does this include All Hallows Eve?
Maybe.
Sorry.
Well, because I'm gonna pick out a film, then I'm gonna ask you, saying, yeah, I like that film. I found the old black and white films.
Care. My only strike comes from playing an old black and white film. Yes. In fact, it's a public domain film that I know people who have streamed, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be doing October this year, same way I always do October. I'll be finding the spookiest, scariest, historic stories, items, subjects.
Send
that
me
I can find.
a script.
Hang on. I got something.
Send me a script.
Like 2 years
don't care.
ago, I done almost a whole month of cryptids, and this year. Speaking of which, what you guys think about that story today with Charles Williams?
I haven't made it to it yet.
Nope.
That is some
I spent
spooky
all day
shit.
in the studio.
Hang on. I got a very spooky one. Hang on, let me look in my weird my weird Michigan book. There's some freaky stuff in there. Can't find it. I have it saved. Okay, there is a story about the mystery. There is a story about the Michigan dog man.
The Michigan dog man.
Yep.
Chupacabra?
Oh, you look. See, and that him.
Yep. I've seen that.
Tim
I've
Lugaroo?
seen that sketch before.
What?
Sound like the Lugaroo.
Yeah, the way they have that when they're drawn, it looks a lot more like the Loot Guru than it does the pictures of the dog man. The way some people have described it, I would like to find more information on the Loot Guru, especially the dance of the Loot Guru that they do every year, supposedly down there in that little village in the bayou.
I know a little bit about the Lugaroo, and it's all sort of secondhand from reading translated accounts from French history, that stuff. And so the translations are bad. And it's weird. Like, okay, so you have werewolves, right?
Yeah.
Werewolves, you get bit by a werewolf, you become a werewolf. If you're born under a full moon during the blooming of the wolf's bane, you might be born a werewolf, this kind of thing.
Yeah.
According to at least one of the sources for the Lugaroo legend, the Lugaroo was originally a prince or a wealthy landowner who did very foul things with his help and was cursed by one of them's family somehow to forever be the beast he is at night. That Lugaroo, that individual is supposedly immortal and heals every time he changes.
Wow.
The other side of that myth is a sort of a cursed family concept. The descendants of a given line have a chance of being one of these night-changing wolfmen things. I think it has something to do with whether or not they're baptized or something. Like I said, it was bad translations of bad French. So,
yeah, and so I can't wait for October something. My cemetery is doing a cemetery tour, and sometimes they have people dress up as the people who died like a long time ago, and they and they're going to actually for instance, they did somebody dressed up as but the puppy.
Puppy.
A puppy.
All 110 pounds of him.
Hey, that's not a puppy. That's big enough to eat the puppy.
That's the Lugaroo. When he takes a poop, he looks like a grown man squad.
um,
Yeah, the
And you
story
might
of the
trip
Luke,
over the pile.
the story of the
Sorry.
Luke Guru that I always heard was that down in the bayou, east of New Orleans, was a village that supposedly, according to legend, everyone that lives in the village is cursed. And one night a year, they all change together and they have this huge feast in commemoration of the curse coming upon the village. And but the story of them is a little different than the normal werewolf stories. With this one here, they don't attack people. They live strictly on animals. Um, the only time that they ever interact with mortals is if they get too close to the village. Then they basically become part of the village.
So is this like one of those Miskatonic villages, like from H.P. Lovecraft that worship frogs, but it's Lou Garou?
No,
Kinda.
it wasn't a Lovecraftian thing. I
No,
heard
no, I'm not. I'm just saying it's its own thing over there doing its own thing.
yeah.
Because Miskatonic University never accepted alumni. You couldn't go and apply to the Miskatonic. They had to come and get you.
Mm,
You qualified. You just showed up there one day by accident. You got lost in Georgia and ended up in Miskatonic U.
that makes sense.
It does make a twisted sort of sense, doesn't it? You can't go there unless you belong there, and if you're going there and don't belong there, you have nothing but problems.
Yeah.
What's the most terrifying Lovecraft book you've read? The one that bothered you most?
I have never read a Lovecraft book that scared me.
Oh,
I love Lovecraft.
okay. Have you read The Mound?
No.
You love it. First of all, it's much more basic than your usual Lovecraftian horror. Usually there's this whole existentialism outsider threat. In this
Mm-hmm.
case, it ain't nothing but a little hill. And it is the most terrifying Lovecraftian horror was ever written.
Wow.
It beats at the mouth of madness for raw terror factor. At the
Really?
mountains of madness. It takes a caveat. The Mound is a short story. I have it on my channel set to gameplay of Call of Cthulhu, the game,
Mm-hmm.
and I recorded Call of Cthulhu, The Mound, and a couple of others as audiobooks to go with the game footage. So if you want to hear it, you can go hear it read by a professional and edited by a hack. Me.
Cool.
It ain't but about 45 minutes, 30 minutes. Not a very long one, I don't think, if I remember right. But what's most terrifying about it, just like with you remember at the beginning of Call of Cthulhu, he's in a normal village in New England or somewhere when he gets a
Yeah.
letter from somebody that's like, "Hey, there's this crap going on over here, and we got these frog statues." And he goes down there to go check them out, and then it all goes wrong for him. It's like that, where there's its own little coven of evil going on over here by itself, except it's not off in the bayou. It's right outside of town, and everyone
Hmm.
can see it. It's right over there, but we don't talk about it.
Wow.
We don't go over there. And if anything comes out from over there, we just excommunicate it and bury it next to the church. Called The Mound. It was written in conjunction with a fan of H.P. Lovecraft's who wrote a story and sent it to him. And he was so impressed by the story that he rewrote it with his own twist to it and sent it back to be published. It's beautiful.
Wow.
And terrifying.
I think there's friend of yours in the chat, Squatch. Show me state news now.
Yay. What's up, Kermit? Good to see you, brother. Much love.
Doing well. Show me doing well.
That's another one of them that took a little bit of Sasquatch advice and blew it up real big. He was having some troubles keeping subs. His channel had a hole in the bottom of it. All the subs kept leaking out. I told him, I was like, hey, man, you need to start a new channel. He's like, man, I've been doing this for 2 years on this channel. I was like, I know. Just try. He did it about another week. Finally said, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. What'd you have, like 2K in a month? My man blowed it up, son. He did exactly the same thing he was doing before, just on a new channel. Welcome to YouTube.
Yep.
Yep. It is a fickle game we play, but man, I'll tell you what, when it goes well, it's fun. I'm
I don't care
starting
if it goes well or not.
I'm starting over myself. You know, back in November, I had almost 4,500 subs, and I'd been at it since March 2019. Was doing well. All of a sudden, somebody got really upset with the success that we were having on our investigations. Same person, same fake email, turned in 3 copyright strikes in less than a week, and I was gone.
Damn.
Next day, I had a new channel. It's slow growing, but I'm getting a lot of my folks back and a bunch of new ones.
Yep. Yeah, and yeah, so like yeah, so and I can't believe I rode my bike almost for the whole I rode my bike through the East Cemetery because I rode it from the front because in the back.
I need to get back to Niles and do Silbrook again, and do the one that Amy and Tommy and I done out on the south end of town, a little private cemetery out there. That's I enjoy those little cemeteries. Not to mention, there's a lot of history in Niles. We're looking at getting out to Fort St. Joe sometime here real soon. Mark has been talking to the Historical Society about getting us out to the old Fort St. Joe, which was an 1812 depot fort right on the St. Joe River. It was a French trading post. So hopefully we'll be able to get out there. Of course, they aren't going to let us do any detecting out there, but we'll be able to investigate the property, and it goes all the way down to the river's edge. So that is before the militia from Indiana came up into Michigan and started firing on the Potawatomi, pushing them north because of the Black Hawk War over on the west side of Lake Michigan. They didn't want to take a chance that the Potawatomi on this side were going to uprise. So they brought in cannons, started firing on them. Still to this day, you can find cannonballs out in the woods, out along the highway that they pushed them along.
We don't find cannonballs here. We find muskets, bayonets, and so many musket balls you could like litter a beach with. Freaking everywhere. You don't see them unless you're looking for them. That's the thing, is like you might run across 2 dozen of them and not realize that's what they are. It just looks like an acorn or, you know, some other bit of rock or whatever. My phone is dying and I'm going to attempt to plug it up. This may kick me out. If it kicks me out, it's been real.
It has been real. We only got about 8.5 minutes left anyway, bud. So
I got 2.5%. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
No, don't think so.
We will try.
I'm plug in my phone charger so I have a good charge.
I didn't mean to run sync off. That wasn't my intention. It's that Templar Night Paranormal, hey, bud. How you doing? I had a Templar email me. Was it you? There's a bunch of Templar Knights running around on YouTube. Almost as many as them as there are Sasquatches. There's plenty of Sasquatches. Good God, man. I think I got grape jelly on my glasses. I don't know what's on it, but it ain't coming off. Might be apple jelly.
Wow. There
One
you
thing I can
go.
guarantee you, it ain't red.
It's some kind of jelly.
Probably.
Yeah.
That poo. See? Oh, Lord. Do YouTubers get groupies? I don't know.
I
kind of, sorta.
yeah.
I mean, I did when I had the old channel. I've told the story before when my wife went to the school. They done a drive-through thing in the parking lot. Just had these little sections set up where you drove by and signed the papers right there in your car and pulled back out. But the wife messaged me as soon as she got down to the school, which was only 3 blocks away, and she's like, "Honey, I forgot a pen. Can you run me down one real quick?" I was in the studio filming, so I was already dressed in one of my really cool public attires. I believe I was dressed Revolutionary War. And I took off walking down to the school, and I got stopped 3 times in 3 blocks. Once by students and twice by parents wanting pictures. They knew me from the channel. So yeah, I mean, you can have groupies. I've gone to Walmart down in Niles in South Bend. Somebody say, "Hey, you're that dude from that Living Histories channel on YouTube, aren't you?" Yep. So I started carrying around business cards and stickers with me every place I go.
Closest I've come to that, the week I started my channel, I had this one video that ran up like 30,000 views, like right out the box. And I went to a convenience store. I was on an island, Edisto Island, and I went to this convenience store, the only convenience store on the island. I was standing in there fixing. I was literally. I had just uploaded that video maybe 15 minutes before, and was still wearing the same outfit, and had my hair all frizzed out like it gets at the beach. So I was the spitting image of the video. And dude walked in, was looking at his phone, and he goes, I reached over to hit the like button. And he just snatched his phone back and walked away. He didn't catch what I did. I went like, ooh, because I'm evil.
Yeah.
I'm evil.
Well, because, and that kind of weird because I went to some place and I have people saying, "Aren't you IWK?"
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. I was 800 miles away from home at the time when I started my channel and when all that happened. I came home and no one locally is subscribed to me. People I've known for years show up like, "What are you doing with your time now?" And I'm like, I have a YouTube channel. You what? A YouTube channel? You have a YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel. What's the name of it? Caucasian Sasquatch. That makes sense. They think about it for 2 seconds. They think about where I grew up. They've known me their whole life. The fact that, like I said, I have a way of just disappearing away from problems. Problems happen where I used to be. I'm never there when the problems happen because I see it coming and go away.
Nope.
Hey, this might work,
me, I understand completely. Yeah.
Hey, Drew, let me hold a lighter.
Say what?
So let me hold a lighter. I can't find my lighter. Let me hold one.
You see,
Yeah, thanks, bud. That's it.
There
That's
it is.
good. I got you.
Gotcha. All right.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Do some of that psychic stuff.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
Sorry. There, I give you a like.
Everybody needs a little like sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I always say when I first pop in, got to give myself a little love. If you can't love yourself, nobody else will.
No.
Oh, that's funny. I don't like my own videos. I also don't like my own comments. Go
The
look at
only
them.
time I ever watch my videos is when it's an investigation or something, and I fire them up on the
You
TV
should
so
do
the wife
your
and grandmother can watch them. That's the
dude.
only time I ever
You
watch my
should
own
do
videos.
your reviews when you go after you do your investigation and you're sitting around trying to figure out if you caught anything or not. Hit me up the next time you got some bulk footage you haven't really checked out real good yet, and we'll set it up in StreamYards, and we'll all come in little things and put the footage up on the big screen, and we can all sit and listen and look and see what we all see. And then it'll be private, and you can upload whatever we find and however we do it, and you can have all the blurbs and the whatever. I'll set it up. You can have it. Yours. I've been thinking about doing something like that for a minute, and I need a source for Spookum videos. I don't have anybody that does that stuff. You're it.
Yeah. No, I forgot what the I forgot what the cemetery thing is on. I forgot what the date is.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of that one.
Okay, that is on October 15th. I'll be going live on my IWK channel when they do the
tour.
Yeah.
Down there at Silverbrook.
Yep. They're gonna have the head person of the Saint Joseph museum person is gonna would be running it, and they talk about people who made a impact.
But like falling out of airplanes?
Wrong kind of impact.
I don't understand.
Well, because so
I'm sorry, I was just joking, dude. I was just joking. Go ahead.
And there is a one person who died right there, and she fell right out of the plane.
Wait a second. Are we sure it's the wrong kind of impact? Because it's starting to sound like it might have been the right kind of impact.
actually, one of the people that's buried there at the cemetery was an acrobat from Denmark or something like that. I don't remember, but Denmark. she fell out of an airplane while doing one of her tricks,
and I guess her friends took her to the Barren Lake. There was a big old lake thing, and I guess when she trying to open up her parachute, and she have like a whole bunch of junk on, and she can't open up her suit, and she fell into the lake and broke every bone right in her body.
But all right, guys, it is that time. It is just after 9. Time for me to go get comfortable.
Yep.
I hear you, bro. I'm gonna drop out and let you have it.
Yep. All right. Peace out.
Sasquatch shields, so you don't have to.
Peace.
Gotcha. Peace out, brother.
Peace out, bro.
See you. All right, guys and gals, we are down to 2 viewers in here. It is time for me to do my imitation of a fat baby and head out. Time for me to be like a tree and leave. Time for me to be like a bunch of birds and get the flock out of here. So be watching Sunday for another video. Until then, I'm going to relax a little bit. Yep, happy Friday to you too, Fab Daddy. But until Sunday, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. Y'all have a good weekend. We'll catch you on the flip side. Y'all take care.